Let's talk about food specifically because it is the lever with the most immediate impact. The nutritional approach I consistently recommend to my patients, the one that aligns most clearly with the research on insulin resistance and metabolic healing, is a plant-forward, whole food way of eating. What does that mean practically? It means building your meals around vegetables, legumes, whole grains, fruits, nuts, and seeds. It means reducing processed carbohydrates and added sugars, which drive blood sugar spikes and keep insulin elevated. It means choosing foods that are high in fiber, which slows glucose absorption, feeds the gut microbiome, and keeps you full longer. I have watched patients lose weight on a plant-forward approach who had tried every program imaginable and could not get traction. Not because the food has some magic property, but because it fundamentally changes the hormonal environment. It lowers insulin, it reduces inflammation, it supports leptin sensitivity, it gives the body the inputs it needs to regulate itself again. And here is something I want you to hear clearly. This is not about being perfect. It is not about never eating something you enjoy. It is about shifting the foundation, meal by meal, day by day, in a direction that your body can work with. This is the philosophy behind Foodamed, our plant-forward restaurant and meal prep program. Every single item on that menu was built with metabolic healing in mind. Real food, real ingredients, designed to lower blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and support the body's natural ability to heal. And it is available to you right here in the Valley and through nationwide shipping at foodamed.com. I want to say something clearly before I talk about movement. Movement is not punishment for what you ate. It is not a debt you owe your body. It is medicine, one of the most powerful and accessible forms of medicine we have for people dealing with insulin resistance and excess weight. Two types of movement are particularly valuable. The first is resistance training, building lean muscle. Muscle tissue is metabolically active, meaning it burns energy even at rest. More muscle means a higher resting metabolic rate. It also means more glucose uptake, more insulin sensitivity, and a body that is physiologically better equipped to manage blood sugar. Resistance training does not have to mean a gym. Body weight exercises at home, resistance bands, anything that challenges your muscles counts. The second is regular walking, particularly after meals, as we talked about in episode 2. A 20 to 30 minute walk after eating blunts the postprandial blood sugar spike. It pulls glucose into your muscles. It lowers cortisol. It improves sleep. It is perhaps the single most accessible, most impactful daily habit I know of for metabolic health. Start where you are. If today that is 10 minutes, then 10 minutes is your medicine. What matters is that you start and that you keep going. Consistency over intensity every single time. We have talked about sleep and stress in every episode of this series, and I make no apologies for repeating it because they matter that much. Sleep deprivation, even a few nights, measurably increases appetite, increases cortisol, decreases insulin sensitivity, and makes weight loss harder. The research on this is clear and consistent. When you sleep, your body repairs itself. Hormones reset, inflammation reduces. The metabolic environment shifts toward healing, and chronic stress, as we have established across this series, drives cortisol, which drives fat storage, which worsens insulin resistance, which makes everything harder. You cannot out-exercise chronic stress. You cannot out-diet a nervous system that is stuck in survival mode. The whole person has to be addressed. Over the years, patients who have come through my practice and engaged with the Foodamed meal program and our wellness programs have experienced real, measurable change, not just on the scale, but in their labs. A 1C coming down, blood pressure improving, energy returning, medications being reduced or discontinued under physician supervision. I am not promising a quick fix. I have practiced medicine long enough to know that quick fixes cost more than they deliver. What I am offering you is a real path built on science, built on compassion, built on 30 years of watching what actually works in real people, in real lives. One of the most common things I hear from patients is, I know what I should eat. I just don't always have time to prepare it. That is exactly why Foodamed exists. Food, plant forward, whole ingredients designed for metabolic healing, and it is delicious. Come see us right here in the Rio Grande Valley, or order our meal prep online and have it shipped anywhere in the United States. Visit Foodamed this week. I want you to notice how you speak to yourself about your body. Just notice when a critical thought comes up about your weight, about what you ate, about what you think you should look like, I want you to pause and ask yourself, is this thought moving me forward or keeping me stuck? Because shame has never healed anyone. In 30 years of medicine, I have never seen shame motivate sustainable change. What I have seen work is compassion combined with a real plan, kindness toward yourself, paired with intentional action. So start there. Be kind to yourself this week, and then take the next step. If you are ready for that real plan, visit MyBestHealthPal.com and learn about the guided transformation program. If you want to start with the food today, right now, visit Foodamed.com. Both of those resources exist because I believe in meeting people where they are and walking with them toward better.
Share Hope Radio.
Share Hope Radio.